Hi guys! I just got a new Galaxy frosting kit today at Vo shop and we are going to learn how to use it. Welcome to our nail art class. So this is the Galaxy frosting design kit, and in here are the newest Galaxy texture gel that I have. Right here, this is Pandora. This is Neptune, Stardust, Mar Desert, and Solar Flare. Inside here also is an instruction for you of texture gel design. So these will help you. These are very simple steps, and this is not all the texture gel can do, but is some of the ideas for you to show you what you can do with it, like Galaxy or Mermaid, or you can do spike design like this for the butterfly. You can also chrome this. You can also carve this. So we are going to explore all the different style and all the do's and don'ts in the Galaxy Texture Gel design kit. Now first off, I want to show you the Galaxy design that I'm gonna do. And I'm using Neptune Texture Gel for that. Actually, I'm gonna get a bottle that I already used out. Okay, so this is Neptune Texture Gel. So I'm gonna take this out and show you. This is what it looked like on white. And this is what it looked like on black. And then on other color background, it depends on what color it is, and it can change color due to the shade of your background, depending on the shade of your background. Now let's take this out, and step number one is all down here. Let me show you. This is the pictures, and this is a step. So step number one is apply jet black over a surface and clear in LED lights. So I'm gonna take jet black out, or any black, really, any black gel polish. A thin layer on the surface, and we're gonna cure this for 60 seconds. Now I will take step number two is apply blooming gel, then white polish over it. Very simple. Blooming gel, take it out. Apply over the nail surface like this. Then I will take out my white gel polish. I'm using pigment base. You can use whatever white gel polish you want on the surface. If you need help, you can look at the picture for some ideas. Then I am going to take that white polish and apply over the blooming gel so it can spread out. Okay, and wait for it to spread out. Now, step number three, wait for it to spread out and apply matte top coat on it and cure. Okay. So let's wait for it to spread out. You want to cure this, of course. I should include it in the instruction, but I don't want too much word. It will confuse you. So wait for it to spread. And if you don't cure, then of course, when you apply matte, it will ruin everything. So I hope this is common sense to you. Then step number four is simple. After I apply matte and cure, then I can go ahead and apply texture gel on the surface. So I'm waiting for the other one to cure, and I will put on the matte top coat to finish it. Just like this. And go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds. That go for all products. And it's a lot easier to watch the video tutorial than to see just a little instruction on the box. But a video, you like this video, you be more thorough on the details on how to do it, and it's more visual. But when you, after you watch the video, then this will become very helpful, because then you can just it will give you like a refresh on your mind on the steps. And sometimes you can even just look at the picture and you just remember how to do it. When you first buy in the box, and especially if you never deal with this texture gel before, then it's helpful to watch the video first. Now, all you have to do is take this concoction right here, this texture gel, and apply it right on here. Now, remember, on white is different than on black. So you can squirt it in like this. You can apply it thin, but I want it to be textury since this gel allows you to have textures. Just like that. And then make sure that you get the edge well. The reason why I matte this first, because I want to isolate it from this texture gel. Because this texture gel, when it's dry, it dry frosty. And if you want to apply top coat on it, you apply on just that. You don't apply on the entire nail, because that will level out everything. We want this texture to be separate from the background. So I make sure that all the sides were nicely in shape. Then I can either leave it like that, or I can take more textures and squirt it into the surface like this. So it looked smoky. It looked like it was built. It don't look like it was drawn. It looked it have more dimension when I'm doing it like this. So I like to do it like this. I create a little wave pattern on top of it. It reminds me of the painting of Van Gogh, Starry Night. It reminds me of that. And that actually can be used for that effect right there. You can take that and do Van Gogh art. And I want to make sure some of the detail, some of the texture on the surface is not too pointy before I put into the machine and I cure. Okay, this is what it looks like. You're gonna cure this. And before you cure it, you can even take like diamond like this and apply it right into the texture gel before you cure. Or if it leaves up to me, I will use a bubble gem kit. I think that they are pretty. I probably use this blue color to just apply right onto the wet texture gels and then cure it. That is optional. That is something I'm not including in the instruction because it's extra. Okay, I'm gonna put this away now. So this is what it looked like when it's done. Zoom in so you can see. Isn't that pretty? Now, this have a slight inhibition layer on it. And it's not wet at all. It's dry, but it's just a tad sticky, very little. And the reason for it is you can apply pigment right on it. Let me show you. I have with me some purple pigment right here. I'm gonna apply it right onto this nail. Isn't that amazing? And you can see different little square texture that you already put on here. When you apply pigment, you're gonna see that. See that? All that detail. So that is your another option that you have is pigment application. Just like this. So that's another option. And for that, I don't include it into this design right here. I don't include pigment in. But in the instruction, I wrote it so you can know what its ability is. Is that it's dry frosty. That is. And it stick to chrome and it stick to pigment. Yes, it's also stick to chrome. That's why we cannot make it completely no white, because then it will have less ability than what it have right now. It have more. It can stick to both ways. It can stick to chrome powder or pigment powders. Moss chrome powder is require a no wipe surface, where pigment powder is require a dry inhibition layer. So this managed to do both. Texture gel need top coat. Unless you want it matte, then you can just wipe it out with alcohol and it will turn matte. Oh my god, so beautiful. Let me zoom in again so you to see the colors. And when you apply top coat, don't apply too much. You can apply too much if you want, but if you apply just a minimum amount, then you can feel more of the textures. See, you want this wavy texture right here. Now, if you want it to be nice and smooth, if you don't want texture, then you have to transform it. This second design will show you how to do that. So let's cure these nails. 60 seconds. The next color that I will show you is Pandora Texture Gels. I'm gonna open this. So this is what it looked like on top of white. I love this tone. It's like a abalone or a oyster or mother of pearl tone. Like the opal color. It's like the opal, yeah, like the color of the opal, which is pink and green. Now this is what it looked like on black. My favorite. Oh, so beautiful, like a fairy colors. My absolute favorite. Now, if you don't want to carve it, you don't want to make it emboss or textury, if you want it to be super smooth, then you mix it with 3D jelly. It is clear. Now, you don't mix it with texture gels. You don't mix it with texture gel because texture gel, clear texture gel is also clear, but it's the same breed. So it wouldn't change anything. It will be the same. 3D jelly is way opposite than texture gel. It is cell level. Texture gel is non-cell level, meaning it doesn't smooth out on its own. You can carve right through it. Or you can do like spike design, what I show you later, where you can make like spike from it, where it's anti-gravity. So non-cell level is basically anti-gravity. But this one, gravity take hold of it because it's cell level. It's all smooth out. So you can transform this gel, taking a little bit of it out and put it onto the palette. You don't have to have a lot, by the way, because this gel is completely clear. This gel is completely clear with galaxy particle in it. So it doesn't matter how much clear you put in it, you still can see all the beautifulness right here. Because if that make any sense, because in a normal color, like let's see, I take this white, a white polish like this, and if I mix clear into it, the color not gonna be the same. The color gonna be weaker because it's diluted. But this you couldn't dilute it because it's see-through, so it doesn't matter how many how much clear gel you put in it. You still can see the particle vivid and brilliantly. So I'm applying about half or a little more into these gels. As you can see here, it doesn't change anything. It just changes the smoothness of it, but the color is still there. Because the particle cannot be diluted. The particle is a solid particle. It's just the gel base is clear. So that is how you transform this gel into a smoother element. As step number 1, apply jet black on the surface, cure, finish with matte top coat. So I already have black on. Then I am gonna take out this matte, apply on the entire nails. Cure this for 60 seconds. And the brush that I be using is a 10mm liners for this brush. And remember, you don't have to dilute it to do this design right here. You can just take this gel and do this design just exactly like this. Like this. You can take this gel out. Oh, and remember to, if you want to do line work, remember to stir it up because this gel is hydrotrophic. Hydrotrophic meaning when you agitate it like this. See how I agitate it? It becomes smoother. Another very useful tip that you cannot find in the instruction because this is just a quick recap for you. I want to make it as simple as possible for you to understand it. Because if they have too many words, it's just going to confuse people. It's going to be a turn up for people. So I try to have it to where it's easy for you to understand. But the video going to feed you more information than just a piece of paper, like what I'm doing right now. See, now you can just whip it out like this, and you can apply it onto the surface like this. Make it into a ball, and then drag it out. Just like that. But for beginner, it's much easier for you to have a 3D jelly element, a softer element for this, because you have to do more work if you want it to be completely smooth, because remember this gel is not smooth. So let's say instead of that pattern that I'm doing, the mermaid pattern, if you were to, if I were to do it, I were to probably use it for like an abstract pattern like this. Abstract pattern meaning pattern that not necessarily in orders. Then I feel more comfortable with it. See that? It is more comfortable for me. But this is a structure pattern. Structure pattern is in the middle. Okay, it have to be in a perfect teardrop shape. Okay, and then on the side have to be equal. Nothing too high, nothing too low. So this is structure. And structure is better for beginner to have a mix out with 3D jelly concoction, where to use it by itself, I prefer to use it in an abstract way than in a more structured way. So that is the reason why I include in this formula on here, just so when beginner use it, and if they experience difficulty based on certain design that they do, they immediately know how to switch, how to change it, make it into something different. Okay, so now we're gonna carry on with our plan is to follow the step. So I already have matted on. The second step is mix texture gel with 3D jelly, 50-50 on the nail art palette. I already do that. Now, then step number 3 is this mixture will make texture gel smoother for different style. Step number 3 is not really a step. It's just me explaining it for you so you can understand it. Step number 4 is draw and seashell pattern over it. Finish 60 seconds. It don't need top coat. Just so you know, if you mix it into any no wipe 3D gel, which is this is no wipe, it don't need top coat. This is no wipe, it don't need top coat. So none of this need top coat. Only this texture gel need top coat because it's built for chrome and pigment. This gel cannot apply pigment. If you were to make 3D jelly into this, it's gonna be harder for you to put pigment on. This is for chrome only. So this a little more different. That's why I make a video for you to experience all of its capability. So now I am going to take this out and make a seashell pattern. So now when I apply on here, it's all smooth out and I just drag it up here. Easier. Now when I use 3D jelly for a task like this, I often cure each of these strokes before I move on to another stroke. Like this, I already flash cured it before I move on to something else. However, you can be a little more relaxed when you do this with this Galaxy Texture Gels, because Galaxy Texture Gel is non-cell level, remember? So even if you mix in 3D jelly, which is cell level, it's gonna be a little more difficult for it to become really runny, because that's the reason why I cure 3D jelly after every stroke, because it will run, it will spread out on its own, and it'll be a hot mess. But this you can see, it's slower just because half of it is non-cell level, half of it is cell level. So it will spread out eventually, but it's much slower. So you can cure it in between, or you can just, if you fasten up, you can just work and then you cure all at once. Now, after you cure for 60 seconds, when it come out, do not touch it immediately, especially when it's just done cooking. For any clear gels that are not a top coat, it's a gels, but its functionality is it can go without top coat. There is a process that you have to know, so you can respect the gel. Is when it's done cooking, it's staticky, like the way the blanket in a dryer, when done drying, when you take it out, it's staticky, things stick to it. So if you touch it, you can ruin the shininess of it. So what you need to do is just wait for a minute before you start using the finger and touch all over it. Like right now, it's probably ready for me to touch it. If you touch it and you hear like a squeaky sound, that means you're not ready to touch it. So now I'm gonna apply some rhinestone on it. I'm using Crystal Magic Glue for this one. Now I'm taking this out and apply one big stone right here. And then another one. Then another one. You're all done. So now we are moved on to the next step. Okay. So this one, I'll show you how to do spike design. So we're gonna do a butterfly. It's very similar to this step right here, except for I'm gonna show you the way to do spike, which is anti-gravity. Step number 1 is on a black surface. Apply blooming gel, then white polish over it. I put everything into one step. So black, on a black surface right here, I already applied black and clear. I apply blooming gels. And I know that the way I explained it is a little different, because on this, I say apply jet black over the surface, apply blooming gel, then white polish over it. It's 2 steps. Then here is 1 step, just because there's more thing I want to tell you about down here. So I have to put everything into 1 step because I only want 4 different steps. And I say, if I were to fully explain everything that this gel do in detail, it wouldn't be a piece of paper. It will be like a whole page with a lot of words on it, and it might confuse you. So a video is way better. I leave all that little detail into a video. So now we're gonna take white polish, and I'm gonna use pigment base for that. So with white polish, I am applying on the surface like this, on the blooming gel surface. Press, and then when you drag in, you don't want to press too much, so it's smaller than what out here. And you just wait for it to bloom, and then you can go ahead and add some detail. Wait for it to spread. Here, design black butterfly lines over it. So now it's spread out. I'm gonna cure this. Then I'm using black 1-stroke liner and a 10mm liners. And you can use 1-stroke liner, or you can use art gel, whichever you like. You can even use gel polish. These lines are symbols. So 1 line from out here going in, 1 line from out here going in, but not too much. So you can connect these like this, and then this one going down, another line here. So we wanted the middle to be like a teardrop or like a leaf shape. So this one going down and stop, going in. This one going into, and then you should connect these together like that. 1 line, 2 line, 3 lines. Same on this side. And then you connect the lines. Starting from the top, connect, 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 and connect. Now cure this. Apply matte top coat, then cure for 60 seconds. Easy enough. Taking my matte top coat and apply right onto the surface. Cure. By the way, I use matte because I love matte. Especially for video content, matte doesn't show glare. Shine show glare. You see this white pattern right here. That is from the reflection. So matte is way better for me. But you can use shine. It's up to you. Sometimes customers prefer shine more than matte. Well, I think young people prefer matte and elder people prefer shine because that's what they used to. But young people, sometimes they see on social media or the matte trend. So they might prefer matte. So it just depends on your customer. Now, the gel that I am going to do, this is step number 4. Apply texture gel on the surface. Cure and finish. See, I don't show you how to do the spike because that's require more explanation, but I'm just telling you to apply it on. However, on the video, I'm going to show you how to do the spike. So texture gel, this one called Solar Flare. Another one that are so pretty. They are pretty, you guys. This is what it looked like on white. One of my favorite shades to do on white. The tone right here are, you can see the golden tone, but the tone are like periwinkle blue or purple. It is so pretty, you guys. This is what it looked like on black. Like a solar flare. I love this. Okay, this already clear. I am going to apply let's go ahead and stir it up a little bit. I want it to be smoother for what I'm about to do. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. Agitate it. When it agitates, it gets smoother. It's pretty amazing. Okay, just a little bit. Now, take a little gel right here and just a thin layer. It's different than the Galaxy. Just a thin layer to cover this, to give it a nice, beautiful coat. Oh, even this look pretty, you guys. If you guys do like a flower or like a butterfly like this, just wrap a thin layer on and that's it. Look at that. So pretty. But you know Tino. Tino need to go a little further. Okay, let's take out a different brush. So this is what Tino would do. Tino would take a lot of gels like this, where it's string out like that. That's good too. And I will apply right at the edge, okay? And when I drag it in, I lifted my brush so it's get thinner, just a little bit thinness, okay? I love this. And same thing, you can go outside. It can even peek out away from the nail shape. You see it going out because it's anti-gravity. Don't be afraid that this gel gonna drip on you. It's not going to drip. Look, I can turn it upside down and shake it. It's not gonna drip. It's anti-gravity. See that? I turn the bottle upside down. So this is an amazing gel for special effect they're gonna do. Oh, we already have one spike already. I will show you how to do spike. It's easy. It's not hard, but you need explanation. If you don't have explanation, it'll be hard. So the way you do it is you don't clean your brush completely. You want a little bit of gel, not much. This already have a lot of gel, so you don't need to take any more gel. You press on it and you drag it out lightly, 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 slowly, and bam, there's a spike. Okay, let me zoom in. I need to show you this. Don't do this. Don't take it like this and go slowly out like this, and then this is where you go wrong. If you decide to pluck it out like this, pluck, then it would tilt it. It tilted like it's sad. It would tilt it. It don't have enough attention. Okay, that is come from impact. I hope that's the right word for it. It comes from impact, meaning the pluck, like the pluck. See that? It's not gonna be a spike. It's gonna be tilted, like an eggplant, like a sad tilted eggplant that doesn't have enough love. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and you can go slowly until it disconnect like this. Okay. I use this technique when I do a cancer set. You know, the crab. I do the 3D crab with this technique. It looks so good, you guys. Oh my God, look at that. It's crazy, isn't it? Alright, when you are satisfied with everything, you cure. And this gel need top coat. So we are going to top coat this butterfly. But before you do that, if you want to take advantage of the ability to stick to pigment, if you want to take advantage of that, and you can brush some color in. You don't have to do all that, but it's an option for you. It's possible for you. Just like that. Just in case your customer is extra, just like Tino. Who wouldn't? Just like that. And then top coat. Go ahead and shine it on. You don't have to be too meticulous on this step. Because this gel, even though there is an inhibition layer on it, it's not like sticky. It's not messy or wet. So you don't have to be thorough. And just slide some top coat on and that's it. Cure this. So, on to the next design. First up is apply white over the surface and cure. I already do that. Then second is apply black ombre gel or one stroke liner with brush. So I'm gonna take black one stroke liners and I am going to apply a pattern across here. Then I'm gonna take out some sponge. Number 3, use sponge to blend out the edge and cure with LED lamp. So I'm taking some sponge out. It's a smaller sponge since this gonna be a smaller details. And over on this side, I can just apply something clear like a matte top coat so it can blend out like an ombre. Then I'm gonna take a nail art palette and I am going to sponge on it like this just to prep it. And then I am gonna blend these out. Don't have to be pretty. It's gonna be cover. Just so you know, it don't have to be pretty. So don't be stressed out thinking, oh, I have to do a sway ombre. Don't stress out. Just do your best like this. It can be flaw. You're not gonna see the flaw when you apply texture on at all. And you know, I'm not gonna do it any further. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Semi-unattractive for you to feel better. Go ahead and cure this. You don't even have to use a sponge really. You can just use a brush and kind of brush out the edge a little bit. That'd be fun too. Now I am going to use the next colors. This is more desert. More desert texture. Now this is what it looks like on white. It's still pretty. It is blue and orange at the same time. It's pretty. It's compatible to, I think that the solar flare is the prettiest on white. And then this, I think it comes into second. And then the third will be the Pandora with the Pandora with the pink and the, take this one, with the pink and the green opal looking. I like that too. Some people would like that more than me. And this is what it looked like on black. Like moss. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Like a reddish, orangish. Even a little yellow in that too. Okay. We are going to take this, apply over the surface. Okay, now you're gonna take a little bit of gels and you wanna brush over it to create this little wave pattern right here. You can do it however you like. Just be creative. Or you can even use a line brush like this. You can use a line brush to carve it out. So carve out the pattern. Like that. To make like a wavy pattern. You can use any kind of brush to maneuver the textures. Kind of adjust this pattern a little bit. Make it more neat. And the reason why I put black first, because you can see the difference between black and white. Add a little more gel onto this side. So these are multiple ways to use your brush to maneuver these gels. Okay. Now I am going to make the side just neater. Even though it's crazy in textures, I want to make sure that the sides are nice and neat. Then you can go ahead and cure this gel. Then after it's cured, you apply top coat on it. And on to the next design. So the last gel that we're gonna have is called Stardust. Let me show you. This is Stardust. Oh, this color is pretty too. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside. It's green and not green, blue green, like a turquoise. It's kind of like a seafoam blue or green, and I can see pink in it too. And this is what it looked like on black. Look at that. Let me zoom in so you can see. Not pretty. It's like a fuchsia colors. I love when if I have a little more volume to it, then it doesn't take the black background well, and it have this tone right here. This tone that is meant to be on white or just by itself, and it contrast with the black, even prettier. See like that? It's lighter. And if you put really thin, then you see a lot more pink and purple. So this Stardust, we're gonna go down to this step. The first step is apply white over the surface and cure in LED light. Now, step number 2 is apply blooming gel and add black snake print pattern over it like this. You don't have to do that. You can just do it on black or just on white or on purple, green, blue, whatever you like. The reason why I have this snake print pattern is I want to see the black and the white, the different tone of this snake print design or this crocodile print design. So that's why I'm going to put blooming gel on and apply black on. Just remember, it's completely optional. It's just my way of just showing what the color look like, the possibility. But you can just do it on one colors. Now, let's take our jet black. And you give it one dot, another dot, all the way down. And then a little dot on the side. Same here. Okay, let's bloom out all the way. Then after it's bloom, you can go ahead and cure, and step number 3 is apply texture gel on the surface, like this. You two to carve our crocodile pattern, and that's it. So let's go ahead and cure this. We don't need to wait any longer. Now, I'm gonna apply a little bit of stardust on, and then I'm gonna take quite a bit, and I'm gonna swirl it on here. Still can see the patterns. And I am going to go ahead and carve it. Let me twirl it up just a little bit. Make it a little smoother. Now, this you cannot, the surface is gonna be a little rough, but you cannot mix it with 3D jelly because you're gonna carve it. You don't want it to be smooth because it's gonna blend out when you carve, so you want it to be like this. Okay, now I am gonna carve, so I need a tool to carve. I need this and a paper towels right underneath. Okay, so I'm carving one pattern right here, another pattern right here, and I'm gonna go in. And remember, every time you carve, you wipe it on a paper towel so you can remove excess. You don't want too much excess. Okay, remove on both sides too, like this. Just like this. Remove the excess. Now, there is a little treat for you when this gel is clear, because I am going to apply some chrome on. Okay, so we can go ahead and cure this. Now, if you want the surface to be smoother at this point, you can put in some chrome base. Don't put in like top coat that are difficult for chrome. Put in something that is easy for chrome if you want it to be smooth. I didn't do it, but I'm showing you the option just in case. You can just put it right on here. Okay, or not. It's up to you. Now cure this. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out. And the stardust is pinkish. I am gonna use a bluish chrome, and the chrome is not solid. You shouldn't use solid chrome. If you use solid chrome, then you don't need these gels because you're not gonna see anything behind the solid chrome. But see-through chrome is allow you to see the color, the texture, the glitters, and the chrome. So choose something that are see-through. And then we are going to chrome this. So this is what it looks like when it's come out. And you can drop chrome right on it. Or not, but this is an option for you. In circular motion. I think in the picture I put like a yellow chrome or like an orange chrome. It's up to you. Then you can go ahead and dust this. And of course, you need to put top coat on it to keep the chrome. You can do that. Or you can do each individual. Up to you. And then you can cure. You can mix with color if you want. I know I should have show you this right at the beginning of the lesson, just in case. Sometimes people watch too fast and they get up too fast before they reach the end. So I try to add a lot of detail right in the beginning. But this is another thing is to mix. So if you want to mix it with another gel, absolutely can. However, do not mix it with a solid gel, like a solid colors. Then it will cover up all the goodness right here. So what you do is you take out a stained glass gel like this. Stained glass gels are gel that are see-through. It's rich like polish, but it's completely see-through, 100%. Like stained glass. You can do that. You can do that and you can mix it. But don't mix too much because gel polish or stained glass gel are cell level. So it's gonna make it smoother. Just like that. Oh my God. So pretty. Look at that. Wow. It just changes instantly. You can be as creative as you like. It's limitless. But of course, a lesson have to be provided. Explanation have to be provided for you also. Some people like explanation, some people don't. I just want to tell you that right now. So you can feel better. So you're not thinking that everybody around you can learn and then take your money from you. No. No, if you're a learner, you should know that only a number of people willing to learn. Because it does take a long time. You know, most people only want to look at the result, but then that's not learning. It's only looking. So it's not completely free. You gotta pay it with your time, and some people are not willing to pay with their time. So you don't have to worry about competition. Just because it's handed out for free, that doesn't mean that everybody can get it. And this is all the do's and don'ts about texture gel. I hope you can understand it a little more than when I first started. So this lesson is featured. Let me zoom out so you can see. This lesson is featured Galaxy Frosting Design. So now you can understand why I named it that way. It's frosty. And it's galaxy. It's like icing. And it's for carving, for texture. It's chrome ready. I should say pigment ready too. But in the instruction, the pigment is in there. So no worry. I'm gonna put it on the website today. It's not on yet, but I will put it on today. And today is October 22nd of 2025. So if you watch this a year later, it's already on the website. All the kit will be in the starter kit, which I'm gonna name it design kit later, like this, design kit. You click in it and you can find all the kit. This is a total shell kit. This is my first design kit. And then I'm gonna have another kit. It's a Galaxy Frosting, and people are loving this. People love design box that have instruction. Everything is ready. Everything is easy that they can just buy, read, and then they can just perform nail art. And so I am gonna make more and more box. So don't forget to subscribe us on YouTube at Tino Vo. And everything that we use today is available on www.tinovo.shop. And until next time, bye-bye.